Represented today by the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Professor Dr. Laode Santiaji Bandi, SPMP. Our distinguished guest from the expert team of ASIIN, Professor Dr. Gert Ludwig Ingo from Asmuk University. Professor Dr. Leonard Klaus Ueko, Westphalian University of Applied Sciences. Dr. Volker Gettler from Hofer Institute for Chemical Technology from Stoll. Heri Trilaksana, SSI, MSI, PhD from Universitas Airlangga. Andi Nafira Nuri Fitri, SSI, Pharmacy student from Universitas Hasanuddin. And the project manager of ASIIN, Ms. Emmeline Jones, PhD. The esteemed chair of the Senate, head of the Internal Audit Unit, Vice Rector, Deans, heads of institution, and heads of integrated service unit. To all distinguished participants, thank you for joining us today. First and foremost, let us express our gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for allowing us to gather here in good health and spirit in the Senate meeting room, 4th floor Rectorate Building, Universitas Halu Oleo. Today, we begin the opening meeting of the ASIIN on-site visitation for study program under Cluster Campus, Bachelor of Chemistry and Bachelor of Physics. Let us also send our prayer to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May we all receive his blessing and intercession in the hereafter. Now, before commencing the official agenda, we would like to invite your attention to a brief safety demonstration regarding the emergency evacuation procedure at assembly point within the Rectorate building. Welcome to Universitas Halu Oleo, Green Campus, Hope, Trust, and National Pride. As building management, we would like to inform the audience that for our safety, we will tell you how to evacuate safely if there is a fire or earthquake. The Rectorate of Universitas Halu Oleo has 4 floors. We are sitting in the Senate meeting room on the 4th floor. This room has 2 doors on the right and left that serve as access point. Proceed directly to the descending stairs. The Rectorate has 3 stairs in the west, north, and middle. In an emergency situation, don't panic. Please follow the direction of the evacuation route. It is expected to east through the west or north stairs. This route is greeted with a live fire extinguisher. On the 1st floor of the Rectorate building, 2 exit doors can be passed at the front. The assembly point is on the left side of the Rectorate building. Additionally, we kindly ask all participants to turn off or silence their mobile phone and any other electronic devices during the meeting to avoid disruption. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Distinguished participants, before we begin the official agenda, may I kindly invite all distinguished guests and participants to rise for the singing of the national anthem of the Republic of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. We shall now continue with an opening prayer to seek blessing and guidance for the successful conduct of this visitation. To lead the prayer, I would like to respectfully invite Mr. Ahid Hidayat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let us take a moment and pray according to your own beliefs. For Muslim, may I invite you to join me in an Islamic prayer. Alhamdulillah, hamdan syakirin, hamdan na'imin. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, the source of all wisdom and knowledge, we magnify you and glorify your most beautiful names. Wallahu alladhi la ilaha illahu al-malikul quddus as-salamul mu'min al-muhaiminul aziz al-jabbarul mutakabbir subhanallahi amma yushrikun. We gather here today with heart full of gratitude, invoking your divine blessing upon the commencement of the on-site visit Internasional Accreditation ASIIN in the bachelor programs Fisika and Chemistry of Universitas Halu Oleo. Allahumma yasir wala tu'asir wa tamim bil khair. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla wa anta taj'alul hazna idza syi'ta sahla. We humbly beseech your guidance for our esteemed assessor and the entire university community. Grant us clarity of mind, integrity of purpose, and unity of spirit, so that this assessment may reflect our steadfast commitment to academic excellence, global distinction, and the noble pursuit of truth. May this significant milestone pave the way for Universitas Halu Oleo to further illuminate the minds of future generations and contribute meaningfully to the global society. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban nar. Bless our endeavor today, and may your grace crown our collectivity effort with resounding success. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahid Hidayat, for leading the prayer. Distinguished participants, allow me to outline our agenda for this day. First will be a brief presentation from the Rector of Universitas Halu Oleo. Second will be introduction of the ASIIN assessor team. And third will be interview between the assessor team and representative of Universitas Halu Oleo. Now, to begin our program, I would like to invite the Acting Rector of Universitas Halu Oleo, represented today by the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, to deliver a brief presentation of Universitas Halu Oleo. Now hear from the Professor.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to everyone present. Honorable member of ASIIN Expert Group, Professor Dr. Gerlodwig Ingels, Professor Dr. Klaus Uwe Koch, Dr. Volker Getwen, Dr. Heri Trilaksana, Miss Andi Makfira Nurul Fitri, and Dr. Emilina Herens. On behalf of the entire academic community of Universitas Halu Oleo, I would like to express our deepest appreciation for your presence at this ASIIN International Accreditation on-site visit for chemistry and physical. Your visit is both an honor and valuable opportunity for us to gain international perspective and constructive feedback in our pursuit of continuous quality improvement. Before proceeding further, please allow me to provide a brief updating regarding the current leadership of Universitas Halu Oleo. The university of presently and a leadership transition period. University Halu Oleo is currently led by acting rector Professor Dr. Khairul Munadi, who also serves as the Director General of Higher Education of the Republic Indonesia and is based in Jakarta. He places great importance on this accreditation process and full support of participation. However, due to national level responsibility that require his present efforts, he is unable to join us today. Therefore, he has entrusted me as Vice Rector for Academic Affairs to represent him in welcoming and accompanying the ASIIN expert group through this visit. For University Halu Oleo, this international accreditation process is important part of our effort to strengthen our quality culture and human academic competitiveness and ensure that our education, research, and community engagement meet international recognized standards. We approach this assessment with openness, professionalism, and strong commitment to continuous improvement. We recognize that achieving this goal is dependent not only on sound policies and effective system, but also on the dedication, leadership, and collaboration of people who bring those systems to life. Therefore, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the university leaders and representatives present today who play important roles in advancing our institution and supporting this continued quality enhancement of chemistry and physics study program. Allow me to introduce them one by one. Professor Dr. Jamili, MSc, Senate Chairman. Professor Nasrullah Dali, SMC, absent. He of Internal Audit Unit. Professor Dr. Ida Usman, SC, MSc, Vice Rector for Planning, Finance, and General. Professor Dr. Insinyur Takdir Saili, Vice Rector for Cooperation, Information System, and Public Relations. Professor Dr. Mukhtar, SSC, MSc, Dean of Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science. Professor Dr. Insinyur Marsuki Swandi, Dean of the Agriculture Faculty. Dr. Liz Indriani, SP, MSc, Dean of Forest and Environment Science Faculty. Professor Dr. Ladeanto, SA, MSc, Dean of Faculty of Economic and Business. Professor Dr. Insinyur Asriana, SPI, MSc, Dean of Faculty of Fishery and Marine Science. Professor Dr. Sadi, SKM, MKes, Dean of Faculty of Public Health. Professor Dr. Lusin, MSc, Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy. Professor Dr. Insinyur Safuan, Postgraduate Director. Vice Dean of Faculty and Vice Director, Professor Dr. Ewartini, STMT. Head of Quality Assurance and Learning Development Institute, Professor Dr. Insinyur Nyoman Sudayana, Head of Research and Community Service Institute, Professor Dr. Faisal Danu, Head of Academic Sport Unit for Botanical Science Garden, Dr. Adrian Tawai, SOS MSc, Head of Academic Sport Unit at Library, Deniatno SSC MT, Head of Academic Sport Unit for Competency Testing Service, Dr. Muhammad Alim Marhadi, SPD MPD, Head Office Academic Support Unit at Integrated Laboratory, Uniadi Mangidi STMT, Head Faculty Academic Support Unit, Eva Harik, SPC MPSI, Head of Academic Sport Unit for Guidance and Counseling, Laude Ahmad, SSC MC PhD, Chemistry Program Coordinator, Dr. Wade Sukmawati Arsad, SSC MSI, Vice Coordinator, Program Coordinator, Fisika Program Coordinator, Bureau Chief. Thank you very much. Please, Professor WK Gusmiarti in presentation information to Halole University.
Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Distinguished the representative of Rector, the ASIIN expert team, and all of the participants, allow me to deliver the brief presentation. Universitas Halu Oleo, or UHO, was established on August 19, 1981. You can see the screen, our all building, and our building now we have very improvement. In the 1981, we just have 17 lecture for faculty and 761 students. And after 44 years, UHO has improved, has developed in many comprehensive aspects. Nowadays, we have 1,603 lecture for 14 faculty, 1 program. We have 116 study program that consists 78 bachelor program, magister program, normally 25, 6 diploma, of 5 profession program, and 3 doctor program. We have 38 and 542 students. Universitas Halu Oleo vision is to become a world-class university in coastal, marine, and rural development with core values such as integrity, excellency, collaboration, innovation, and sustainability. Milestone Universitas Halo Oleo, there are 8 stakes to achieve our vision, and nowadays we were in 6 steps. In the step, we are strengthening and expanding synergy and collaboration in the Southeast region. To achieve our vision, the implementation of our vision and mission, there are some issues like maritime, coastal, marine, and rural development that must be included in curriculum, research, and community development, and also a partnership. In curriculum, we can see in course, especially in subject area and teaching format. Also in the field location for our learning processing must be where in the coastal and rural area. As the proof of implementation of our good university governance, it is very important to become main foundation to our development. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, since 5th May on 20 and 26, Universitas Halo Oleo has achieved excellent accreditation. I will tell you too that almost of our study program, that is 44% have achieved a good accreditation, and the most interesting that 36% of our study program has achieved a very good accreditation. And international recognition also we have achieved with the International ASIIN accreditation and FIBA accreditation. Also we have the ISO certificate. In finance aspect, every year Universitas Halo Oleo always get a predicate WTP or normal without exception. That is some our accreditation international from 247 study program. Yeah. The importance of university governance, we can give a proof to you with faculty member with international professional certification, and also Universitas Halo Oleo contribute in many international award ranking like THE, Unirank, Eugenmetric, Webometric, about KS Award. Now we in participate procession. Our average ranking in national is 35, and in the world, the average ranking of Universitas Halo Oleo is 2,318. Yeah. International collaboration plays an important role in our journey toward becoming a world-class university. By 20 and 26, UHO has established various partnerships with overseas universities, research institutions, international organizations, and industry partners. Research productivity and scientific publication have continuously improved over the years. We can see on the screen that our trend, our publication productivity, especially we have positive trend in accredited national journal, international journal, reputable international journal, and international seminar. UHO manages numerous nationally accredited journal, produce international publication, and develop various patents and demonstrate our contribution to advance the science of technology. These collects vividly illustrate the comprehensive growth of Universitas Halo Oleo today. We are not only building state-of-the-art sport and campus infrastructure and equipping our community with cutting-edge research technology, but we are ultimately translating this research into world-class human resources, as proven by our alumnus reaching the academic hall in Harvard University. This is clear evidence that UHO is ready to compete on the global stage of world-class university. On the screen, we can see the applicant trend for last 3 years of Universitas Halo Oleo. The chart shows a consistently upward trajectory. We experience a sharp surge in growth, and we have successfully maintained that positive momentum, continued a steady rise into the current year. This serves as clear evidence that every achievement earned by WHO directly correlates with the rising public trust and the strengthening appeal to our university year after year. Our next achievement is highlighted by our key performance indicator by employment status trend of Universitas Halu Oleo over the past 3 years. You can see that on the screen, the blue line representing full-time employed alumni saw a sharp, impressive upward trajectory, successfully crossing over and surpassing the curve of active job seeker. Simultaneously, the entrepreneur spirit of our graduates is also growing stronger, as shown by the steady rise in the self-employed employed green curve. On the other hand, the gray curve representing alumni looking forward and consistently moving downward. This serves our concentrated proof that WHO does not just graduate students, but successfully serve productive, successful individuals who are ready to make a positive contribution to the nation. To sustain our positive momentum, WHO is executing some core development strategies toward modern and autonomous campus governments. We have priority development program to maximize the accelerate and the achievement, the vision and mission of Universitas Halu Oleo. Among them, we are strengthening quality assurance institution. We are improving and diversifying business unit as income generating. We are opening study program, especially in magister and doctor program in high demand by prospective students. Also, we designed a curriculum and learning system continuously. We are requiring lecturers to involve the student in research and community service, commercializing research and community service product, and we are improving the entrepreneurship program and student career service. Looking forward, WHO will continue strengthening internationalization, improving the quality education and research, expanding global collaboration, and producing graduates with strong competencies and international competitiveness. We believe that this ASIIN visit is a valuable opportunity for mutual learning, sharing experience, and strengthening our commitment to continuous quality improvement. Thank you very much for your presence and valuable contribution. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Professor and the representative of Universitas Halu Oleo for a brief presentation of Universitas Halu Oleo. Next, I would like to invite the project manager of ASIIN, Emeline Chairs, PhD, to introduce the assessor team. Please proceed, Ms. Emeline Chairs.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. This is a pleasure for us to be here. And on behalf of ASIIN, I would like to thank you, the university, for trusting our agency for the accreditation of the Bachelor Chemistry and Physics. I would like to introduce our leader of the group, who will be chairing this session, Professor Dr. Gerd Lidwig Ingold. So I will invite him to open this meeting. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good morning. First of all, thank you very much for the warm welcome here at your university. It's a great pleasure to be here, and I think we should, after you have presented all members from your side, we should present briefly ourselves. My name is, as it was already said, Gerd Ingold. I'm a theoretical physicist from the University of Augsburg, that's in the south of Germany, and I'm presently also a member of the Technical Committee 13 Physics of ASIIN.
Thank you. So, good morning, everyone. I'm Harry Trilaksana from Airlangga University. So, I was been in the ASIIN expert since 20 2022. So this is actually my fourth accredited visitations. So very happy to be here together with all of the guys, and thank you for welcoming us.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Klaus-Uwe Koch. Thank you for your warm welcome this morning. I'm happy to be here, and I am a professor at the Westphalian University for organic chemistry and polymers. I started after studying to work 10 years for industry in the polymer region, and then got this chair.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Volker Gettwert. I'm a research chemist at the Fraunhofer Institute of Chemical Technology in Germany. Yeah, thank you for being here today. It's very nice to meet you all now. For me, it's the second time with accreditation process, so I'm quite new in this process, but I have a lot of experts on my side, so I think I will manage it.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Ande Mangfira Nurul Fitri. I'm a fresh graduate from Pharmacy, Faculty of Pharmacy in Hasanuddin University, and this is the second time I have been to these steps of procedures. So I'm really thankful for the opportunity. Thank you for the warm welcome, and I hope our session went well today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Before starting, I would like to make a brief comment about the spirit of how we'll conduct these discussion rounds. I mean, I know very well from my own experience, being on the other side of the table, it sometimes feels like an exam. It's an unpleasant feeling often, and that's actually not the way we understand this. Of course, we have to check several things, but we think that our main role is as colleagues to have an external view on your study programs and to give you suggestions for improvement. So it's really a discussion among colleagues, and that's the spirit I would like to see in the next couple of days of our discussions. Now, you have already in your presentation mentioned a little bit about the vision of the university. We would like to understand maybe a bit more the specific challenges or opportunities of a university which is situated in the southeast of Sulawesi. I imagine that there are specific challenges, and also what kind of role do the two programs, physics and chemistry bachelors, play for your university?
Ya, baik. Tadi setelah ada, I'm sorry, I'm an interpreter for this meeting. I am Halija Koso from Faculty of Human Science. So can we go ahead with the topic? Ya. Untuk ada tadi setelah ada gambaran umum atau presentasi secara umum tentang Unhalu, ada pertanyaan dari Bapak Ketua timnya, kira-kira tantangan apa tantangan apa untuk universitas tentang visi misi Unhalu tadi? Untuk universitas dan juga untuk kedua program studi yang akan divisitasi hari ini dan untuk beberapa hari ke depannya.
Thank you very much. Prof. Takdir, answer. Please. Prof. Ida. Okay, baik, thank you. Ya, Universitas Haloleo future development, guys, be its vision, becoming what class university. The management and development is coastal, marine, and rural area. The university strategy plan implementation 5 major pillar: internationality, competitive education, research and innovation based on local potential, impact community engagement, national and international partnership, and digital and infrastructure transformation. Sorry, I'm in Indonesia. Ya, tantangan kita ke depan adalah perubahan dunia yang begitu dinamis. Ya, kita sudah punya strategi yang bagus, tetapi perubahan-perubahan tentu itu kita harus, terutama misalnya di dunia AI yang saat ini sangat maju pesat, tetapi kita punya ciri khas adalah pengembangan wilayah pesisir, kelautan, dan pedesaan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. In the future, WHO will face a great challenge by the presence of AI. But the characteristic of WHO will emphasize on the development of coastal, marine, and rural areas. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You mentioned in the presentation the aspect of internationalization, and also right now in your response. And we are wondering what kind of options are offered for international mobility, mostly of students. Does the university support students? Can you maybe explain a little bit about that?
Baik, tadi di presentase disebutkan bahwa WHO itu akan ada internasionalisasi. Kira-kira WHO dalam hal ini untuk mendukung program-program internasional ini, supportnya terhadap mahasiswa apa dalam hal students mobility. Terima kasih.
Thank you. I would like say the information about the question. The first is related to our global vision, how to make Haloleo University to be international level. First, about the student, we have a certain program. We student has a activity, for example, what is in English the magang
internship program.
Intensive program, yeah. We send them to Japan for couple of months, and we can transfer the credit from the activity, be a subject of they have to take in this curriculum. That's the one way. The other way is to have public service. One of the activity that we have done is to have a public service in Malaysia. We send some students from Faculty of Political Science. They teach for 1 month there to teach elementary student in Malaysia, and the other is to send some student to actively join the international conference in some places. That's all our activity. How to to make a student realize that the international communication is very important for their career. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Still, we noticed that in the two programs which we are looking into today, the international mobility is extremely low. So there are very few students outgoing or also incoming. Do you have plans to improve that? Would you think this is something the faculty could change? Is this maybe also, I mean, I come also from a university which has mostly local students, which tend not to be as mobile as you would like to see them. Is this also a problem, student motivation? What could you do to improve the situation?
Yeah. At present, the student interested in those activities we mentioned is only limited in certain faculty. For example, engineering faculty, yeah, and agriculture in general. But in the future, we are also planning to make some strategy in order to make some student interested to this program. For example, we face the handicap about the communication, of course, English ability. So maybe in the future, we try to make intensive or a kind of strategy that make a student get involved in international activity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then I would like to pass on.
All right, thank you very much. So that's quite interesting discussion on the basis of the internationalization, because this is the international accreditation. So the student mobility is quite a very high concerns about the how the university will meet the requirement for the ambient situations, which is, if we look through the internationalization through the students, there's actually in both ways. The first one, how we engage with the students to send overseas. So they are going to be exposed by international and global level. And the other hand, we are going to be engaged while we are inviting the international student outside to visit and come to Kendari UHO. So the story that you mentioned before is actually how we activate the students to be engaging with the international program, like conference, like community services in Malaysia. Is there any effort that you try to invite the external students to come and visit Kendari? As I can see that this is the first time for me to visit Kendari, and this is very scenic, very nice cities, and the Bay of the Gulf. I don't know what Gulf is. Is Kendari Gulf? Oh, yeah. I think that's going to be very, very important and very, very interested for the international student, as like Udayana in Bali, in the Denpasar, Bali, and also UGM in Yogyakarta, they are going to be very easy to invite all of the international students. But now, what else? What else? The UHO should be very, very potential to invite all of the international students came to Kendari, explore all of the mining northern of the Kendari, or maybe close to the center syllabus or center Sulawesi. And then you can also invite some of collaborators there, because I know I'm from Airlangga University, which is a bit different situations, because maybe you are still not the PTNBH, which is not quite autonomous to arrange all of the finance. But then you still have the potential and some room to improve, because, yeah, I think the less explored is about how to invite the international student outside to visit Kendari. Do you have any idea about this? Thank you.
Okay. Actually, the strategy we mentioned about how to engage our students to have activity overseas, we did it, and also in vice versa, we also invite lecturer and also including student to come to our campus for short course, for example, and joining the research with their lecturer or researcher. For example, in Faculty of Mathematics and Science, we have a collaboration research with Fukui University in Japan. They come here for a couple of months and they have join a lecture and then make a short research with their lecturer. Not only Faculty of Science, but also other faculty. For example, we have a collaboration with La Rochelle University in France. 2 days ago, we just visit here. And in some occasion, they come here with the student for short visit. That's all what we have done about the strategy, how to get involved our student in international communication. That's all. Thank you.
So very great. You have any both mutual that you invite them and your students very actively engage with the international relations.
Yep.
The second one is about the admission of the students. We know that's the latest issues in our higher education institution, that there are mostly thousands and thousands students who was accepted into the university from the first scheme of the higher achievement, SNBP. They cancel out because they don't want to enter to the university due to any reason. So various, maybe the institution fee is very, very high or getting higher by the time, or maybe there's a lot of hurdles from the students who coming from the first scheme, which is SNBP. For the second, SNBT is okay, and the third one, Mandiri, thinks is going to be okay. My question here is, we know that that is actually the problem internally in higher education system and dictate as well. But another dangerous situation is about, because we regulate that the students from the higher education or high school, SMA, there's actually, they are limited by the times, because the third year is the maximum way they are entered to the university. Otherwise, they are not going to be as the university students. This is kind of the hurdle and the challenging situations, that the student is actually going to be lower and lower from the first scheme, SNBP, and also we are going to be losing some of students, which is sometimes they are very bright, but they are not very lucky because of the economic condition. They need to work and they need to get some saving to get into the university. And by the international accreditation, we need to be careful about this. So is there any scheme of the university in University of Halu Oleo that's what if some students from the 4th year or 5th year after leaving the high school going into this university, is there any possibility?
Pak Aji, enggak, maksud saya kan bisa diterjemahkan.
Iya,
nanti
iya.
nanti saya tinggal tambahkan, silakan.
Iya, baik, ini masalah penerimaan maba. Masalah penerimaan maba itu kadang banyak masalah, ribet di aturan, ribet di persyaratan. Kadang-kadang ada yang cancel untuk masuk di universitas karena mungkin ya masalah-masalah tertentu. Terus skimnya untuk di SNBP itu mungkin ada beberapa masalah juga dari sekolahnya, sekolah asalnya mungkin. Terus juga ada aturan dari sekolah asal tentang waktu untuk masuk ke universitas. Dan kira-kira misalnya dari WHO itu apakah ada skim tertentu setelah SNBP itu? Iya. Kira-kira ada yang bisa menjawab?
Aji, as the director for academic. Yeah, I think this should be the first sector, right? Yeah.
Baik, thank you. Universitas Haloleo not program this selain program Kementerian Penerimaan Mahasiswa Baru ya yang 3 tadi ya, tidak ada lagi afirmasi yang lain kecuali afirmasi untuk adik Papua.
So there's a couple of beyond the 3 schemes, we still have a special scheme for Papua, right? Just how many students of Papuas in Uni Halu Oleo for the 4th scheme? Less than 10% or more than that? How much percentage of that? If you just from the top of your mind.
Ya, dari sebelumnya sampai hari ini kira-kira sudah berapa persen adik Papua ada
Roughly,
di
roughly.
Ya, kasarnya aja, Pak.
Ya, sekitar 200-an.
Out of the student body is how much is
this year 13 this year.
13,000.
Yeah, 13,000.
Hang on, 30,000 and then 13,000 students and 200 out of the 13,000.
200 dari
13,000
itu.
Okay, good. So that's likely 2 to 3%, roughly 2 to 3%. Okay. So DICTE is actually regulates the policy that's when the school leavers from the high school and they offer them 3 years, we know that we can recognize from the previous learning process, we call as RPL, recognitions pembelajaran lampau, right? So then they can enter to regular university, which is UHO is actually very capable to process that students. But I know that the intention how to do this is very low, because more likely they are going to the distant learning university, which is Universitas Terbuka, right? So the distant learning universities are already out of the powers. They lack of the resource to process all of the students. Why not the regular university, kind of the UHO, can use that enter students from the more than 3 years school leavers. Okay, if it's so, it's going to be very, very fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for your confirmation about the admission student.
Okay, then I think we pass on to admission in the international context.
Yes, thank you. You mentioned the cooperation, for example, with France or Japan. How do they, the students there, are aware of Kendari? How can they know about your location and your programs here? Do you have some websites for these students, and how are the rules for admission to come here? Can you please comment on that?
Can I have my friend to explain the matter and then I can translate to you? Okay.
Of course.
But siapa? Tidak mau
Tabib, Pak.
sampaikan bahasa Indonesia, nanti sampaikan ini. Maksudnya apa saja yang dibuat mahasiswa yang dari Fukui itu apa?
They are still